This is a first that someone actually thought, what would it look like if we put hip-hop music and orchestral music together? Funny thing is, growing up as a kid in the hip-hop culture, I always wanted to mesh the two worlds together, but obviously when we pick up our instrument, we stick with classical for the most part. I am a member of the Blackbird String Ensemble, and our ensemble, along with others, are playing in the pit today. We are actually, I'm a violinist, and so we are playing some of the classical pieces today. I mean, this is not classical, this is hip-hop.
It's a very unique event where we're marrying classical music and hip-hop, and when you are there in the theater, you really get to feel and hear what the experience is. It's just a merging, a unity of two things that we don't normally put together, or we don't think we normally put together. We're putting them together on a stage. My part of the show is being the basically the bass for the orchestra, for the symphony. I'm playing the tracks. The tracks are specially mixed by Brennan to fit into the symphony type of feel. So my job is to play the tracks and to be there supporting the symphony. I think it's going to be great because I think there are a lot of people who've never seen a symphony before, never heard a symphony live, and they can really understand how classical music and hip-hop music really aren't that far fetched from each other when you hear the production and the strings, the horns, types of things like that you hear in the background music. So I think it'll really pique people's interest when it comes to looking deeper into the music's roots and how vast it can spread aside from just being hip-hop. It's classical too.
I go by The Art of Jazz, and this is my original artwork. I have acrylic paintings and oil paintings. I've been painting since I was very young. Right now, I do live painting at events. I host paint and sips, and I also do caricature fans. So I am always ready to spice up your event. I definitely think art and hip-hop are very intertwined. Hip-hop is just a different form of art using words instead of paint, but they both tell a story and tell a message. I'm a huge fan of all of Morgan's events, so I'm always happy to be included. She gave me an opportunity to showcase my work, so of course I took it.
This is the Hip Hop Orchestra, so we're going to be playing some hip hop tunes with string orchestra accompaniment.
It's hosted from STL Local. It's actually her first show ever, Morgan Casey, and I'm really happy to be part of this. This is our first time playing in this kind of musical environment, and it's really fun, and I really appreciate how during our rehearsals we can take a lot of creative freedom through things. We want to change parts of the music we can, and I feel like it really encapsulates the spirit of hip hop.
And I am born and bred classical musician, so to get a chance to play hip hop music and play orchestral parts with that is something really special.
I'm glad that in St. Louis, everyone's St. Louis. Even Brennan is from St. Louis, even though he lives in LA. So it makes me feel very proud of my community. So.
Me too.